Welcome back, everyone, to the Sunday Spotlight. Tonight's episode is brought to you by our new corporate sponsor, Weyland-Yutani, who have been informed has changed their slogan to, "At least we didn't make Prometheus." And we're going to get an inside look at their commitment to workplace safety and ethical research with Aliens Dark Descent. This one's pretty fresh out of the oven, released not even 2 months ago from French developer Tindalos Interactive. But yes, Tindalos is a bit. This comes coming at a surprise for a few reasons. By the company's website, they've been around since about 2010, but only have a couple of titles to their name. Specifically, the Battlefleet Gothic Armada series, which is set in the Warhammer 40k universe. But the bigger surprise is that we have an Aliens game with XCOM-style tactical elements that's actually really good so far. I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen so far. I mean, you know how it is with Alien as a franchise these days. Sometimes you get gold, and sometimes you get a chest burster. But they got a pretty smart blend of overlapping systems here that effectively turn this into like a stealth tactical game. A lot of creeping around and careful planning, punctuated by short but intense bursts of combat. Encounters have weight. The game tests your situational awareness. Let's get rolling and you'll see what I mean. There's a fair bit to talk about with the intro. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start, we'll go ahead and start anew. I didn't get very far on my last... I only got to the first mission, but yeah. The hard mode has been surprisingly fair. Like I said, the central mechanic is that the aliens operated on an awareness sense. Yeah, starting timer to first person killed by aliens. Yeah, it won't be long. But yeah, basically the aliens operate on an awareness sense, and the more you fight them, the more aggressive they'll be in attacking. You're in a situation where you will eventually be overwhelmed, and any fighting you do is kind of a delaying action to escape. But on hard, I didn't really have a trouble staying ahead of pursuing aliens so long as I wasn't standing and fighting at a steady clip. Hey, Kren, good to see you. Let's go ahead and launch. I do like to give you the option to skip the prologue, but we will start from scratch first so we can see exactly how this whole situation goes pear-shaped. So yeah, once a detected squad has killed the attacking xenomorphs, then others will start to show up eventually. So a big chunk of this game is going to be not making too much noise as we try to get our try to accomplish our mission. I'm anti-logged myself. Yeah, I hear ya. Off designing nuclear cannons and from the depths. Nice, nice. Good to see you, Mirage. Yeah, I know you were working on the railgun, lass. It's always fun seeing what crazy stuff that game lets you build. Practicality is for suckers. Particle cannon, that's it.
Please be mindful of docking bay protocol at all times. Weyland-Yutani, building better worlds.
You gotta appreciate the effort their marketing department must put in. You'd think otherwise the company would have gone out of business a long time ago. Same with that game is, the only ship that's too large is when your computer can't render. I appreciate that design ethos when it comes to a construction game. The whole thing's about building within your imagination and the constraints of resources.
Due to local storms, we currently have no contact with Lethe. Just hold tight until planetfall. We'll guide you as long as we're in range.
Yeah, Weyland-Yutani is just East Indies company in space, pretty much. I mean, given the leeway they have over the colonies, yeah, you figure they basically are the government.
Can't guarantee that, Pioneer Control, but we'll see what we can do. Over and out.
So, yeah, the story definitely starts on a pretty cliched note. You'll see exactly what I mean in a few minutes, but there are some interesting elements to this prologue. I want you to pay attention to what's going on here. Totally not a shifty guy here. Just tapping his coworker on the shoulder, letting him know it's break time. Yeah, it's a really nice looking game. Like I love the overall attention to design and atmosphere, and it's a nice opening shot there. Yep, the system shock happened. I do love those clunky old computers. Just that commitment to the aesthetic. That's what I loved about... I mean, that's one of the things I loved about Alien Isolation, and I'm glad they're keeping it. It's just a very distinctive look. Yeah, he kind of just... The model didn't really react. He just kind of went, oh! And they just sort of tumbled over. It was a fake wrench strike. I want to watch the camera again. So yeah, not one word of dialogue so far, and we've got the aliens loose. Although it's very interesting that someone set them loose. Like, the implication is that we have a saboteur here. So, you know, Wei Yu is up to something, as is typical, but there may be more going on. More on that later. Yeah, that is a really nice opening shot there. We're about to meet our protagonist for the game.
Any news from Lacey Hayes?
Sorry, sir. We're having a hard time reaching anyone. That storm probably...
Damn, must be one hell of a hurricane to cut us from the whole planet.
Chief Administrator, I'm showing a weight discrepancy on the Bentonville's manifest. They
I
just asked for
think
a
that's the
takeoff
VA
accreditation,
for
but
Amanda
half the
Ripley in
shipment is
isolation,
still
but
at
I'm not
dock.
sure. In
Half,
isolation.
you say. Well, we just earned a bonus. I'll allow them to take off right away.
Protocol dictates.
How many times? Company protocol doesn't mean anything out here. What works, works. And we're already behind schedule.
Director Price?
Isn't here. And if I do recall correctly, Deputy Administrator Hayes, your shift ended half an hour ago.
Someone spent an entire design
So get
budget
the
on
hell
those
off my
loafers.
command deck and let me do my job.
Yeah, I guess you figure you'd be out in the fringe for a while. You'd want some decent footwear. But anyway, yeah, spoiler alert, the expert gets ignored with disastrous
I don't care
consequences.
what McDonald says. Something is wrong here. I can monitor the cargo bay camera's security feed just as well from my office.
Hey, Kirby. So yeah, we actually play through this, and this gives you a little bit of how gameplay works outside of combat. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. We know how the UI works, game. Let's proceed. So yeah, we'll actually be controlling a squad as a single unit, though for the moment we just have Hayes here. Going through just another day at work. First we need to get to our office and find out what's going on down there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Nedry has terrible attitude.
I can do to help.
Thank you, Daniel. But no. I'm just having one of those days, you know?
Another argument with Administrator McDonald.
I like how the creepy
How did you
robot
guess?
knows exactly what's going on.
I may be synthetic, but I'm not blind. Are you sure I can't be of assistance?
No. It's my problem, and I'll take care of it. I just need to reach my office.
Of course. But I'm afraid this corridor is closed.
Yeah,
to
it is
attendants.
super obvious.
You'll need to detour through the cafeteria.
I feel like the implication here is that Wei Yu bought out Siegson, which I think did happen in isolation, and then got their working Joe-Tech, so they don't necessarily have full-on fake human synthetics, they also have just
Really?
obvious synthetics for basic maintenance and such. Anyway, you can kind of wander around, and there's some occasional conversations you can overhear.
See you in here, Administrator Hayes. Are you lost? Do you need me to show you to your room?
Last I checked, you couldn't find your own ass with both hands. I'll pass.
So, yeah. I'm not going to say the script is great, but there's some interesting elements that come up that actually are fairly
Supply
promising.
shuttle
We'll get to that in a
Bentonville.
moment. But
Secure
first, let's get to
approach.
Hayes' office.
All crews, this is your 2-minute warning.
Shit. Need to hurry.
2-minute warning. Alright, we gotta move. Double time. So yeah, I do like that they're teaching you basic movement in a safe situation before things go awry. Alright, now, let's interact with their computer. Yeah, the directing's not bad.
Welcome, Administrator Hayes.
Oh. That looks bad. Yeah, real bad storm. You know how that space weather is. Everything's fine 1 minute, and then cargo bay is getting ripped apart the next.
I'll have to take a closer look.
See, this is where you start losing me, Hayes. Like, you saw that there's blood and dead bodies there. This is normally where you would go, like, summon a security detail or sound an alarm or something. Yeah, 8 minutes. 8 whole minutes before things went pear-shaped. Hey, Eyes, good to see you. But anyway, yeah, you can look around, and doors that are marked with these green lights are open. There's another not working Joe just cleaning up the cafeteria there. But there's not a lot of point in doing so. There's an occasional ambient dialogue, but that's about it. Hey, fellas, we need some help here.
Where's Chief Durant?
Settling the labor dispute on the rally.
Then you'll have to gather a security team and come with me.
Not a chance. McDonald just linked in. Told us you'd be stirring up trouble. Again.
LinkedIn is still a thing
I ain't
here,
getting
apparently.
involved. Take it up with him.
Thanks for nothing.
So, yeah, because we can't wrangle security guards to come with us to check out the obvious disturbance in the cargo bay, we're still going to go down there and check it ourselves. I know, like, hit an alarm or something. Like, get someone to come see the footage.
What is the quickest way there?
Alright, here's our map tutorial. The map actually is pretty effective. You take some getting used to with the fact that you're usually working on multiple levels. Like here, it's connected by an elevator, but later on you'll have stairs connecting and such, and you'll have to manually figure out what's a good way to get around. But it keeps a good track of the environment, and overall it's clear enough what is and is not accessible. So let us get to the cargo bay, which is here. I think we can, actually, not during the tutorial, but I think you can also issue commands through the map. Hey, Zero, no problem. Good to see you. You rest up and hope you feel better. Yeah, nothing more Wayu'd than to write it off as the Union's fault. Yeah, no kidding.
Supply shuttle Bentonville is cleared for launch. Remember, all unauthorized breaks taken by non-officer grades will automatically be deducted from leave allowance.
Wayu! Somehow we're still the biggest employer in the galaxy. Alright, here we go. Let's go into the obvious disaster area and see what we can do.
Hold on.
Yeah, this is just Amazon policies, pretty much.
Cargo bay. Things came out of.
Stay with me. Stay.
Falls fails, nuke it from orbit. Indeed, it's the only way to be sure. Yeah, something's definitely happening in the cargo bay. Hurry. So, again, there are still people walking around. We could walk out right now and tell people, hey, dead man here. But no, the game is physically stopping me from doing so. We have to go do the obvious bad idea and personally investigate the unfolding situation. Alright, take the gun. Better safe than sorry. Now here's an interesting point. Okay, so we got a...
Better take his pistol.
Yeah.
No, whatever's in there doesn't know I can't aim for shit.
So a couple interesting points here. Mako is armed, but pistols are strictly a last resort thing. And again, we'll be operating in groups, so when we do get a squad, anybody armed with a pistol is basically just kind of... it's a last resort thing. You're obviously not meant to have any sustained combat with it. So, although we do have a means to defend ourselves, we are highly encouraged to be very, very careful going forward. We have plot armor in so much as the tutorial is concerned. But bad things can still definitely happen. Although, really,
What are they holding in these things?
given the number of red flags we've had so far, it's amazing that Mako is still alive. Gotta do the obligatory, what is this stuff?
What is all this?
Yeah, reaction shot. Oh yeah, let's go check out the suspect cargo container. Yeah, those aren't flags, that's
That is
blood.
not trimonite.
Yep, there we go.
Shit. There's something in there. Get out of here, Michael.
Oh, now she wants to leave.
I can't leave that thing running loose. I need to lock this damn door. There's a welder back there.
Of course. We're gonna take the time to weld the door. I mean, I applaud the initiative, but given the obvious
Get it straight
urgency
up.
of the situation,
Whatever that thing is, can't chew its way through a door.
I feel like putting distance between you and this thing is probably the best idea. But yeah, this is teaching us a important mechanic on how to weld doors, which we will need in regular gameplay. So let's get out of here. Alright. Weld landing zone airlock, here you go.
Come on.
It's alright, we sealed the one and only alien in there. Situation contained, we're a hero.
I thought I
What the
told
hell
you.
was aboard the Bentonville?
What are you talking
She's way too jaded by the
Doctor,
average amount of
cargo
enlisted
bay 4 are
bloodshed.
dead.
The
Dead?
eggs were the
That's
abnormal
not
bit.
funny.
Something got loose and killed.
Power failure. Power failure. Engaging emergency generators.
What just happened?
I mean, the power went out, obviously, but you're gonna have bigger problems very soon. Say, how do you feel about surprise hugs? Just a question. Not fans, gotcha. Yep, let's interspecies communication. Well, come on, Milton, we hardly knew you. I'm sure you'll make a very proud face hugger. Honestly, at that point, I'd turn the gun on myself. Yeah, here we go. But then we wouldn't have much of a game.
Shit. Security. I need to get to security.
So, yeah. Situation, not cool. Whatever's left of security is going to have their hands full. So, a quick word on navigation. You saw we had that little tutorial about aiming your flashlight and such. This will actually be important beyond just illumination. This is how you find points of interaction in the room. And you'll notice here, we can walk and aim the flashlight in different directions. And this will help us move and shoot at the same time and focus on threats. Facing is going to be a big deal in this game. And when we get a proper squad going, that's when we'll need to start paying attention to how, not just where we're going, but how we're traveling through rooms. Alright, well, security's not going to be any more help. Yep, you won't find help aboard Pioneer.
What the hell is happening?
Nice of you to finally
Everyone's
catch up.
dying in there. The Bentonville. I can't let that happen.
A whole lot of shit.
The Colonial Marines.
Yeah. Yeah, for once we didn't
USS
do this. I
Otago.
still like that.
This is Administrator Hayes. There's some kind of infestation aboard. Otago, you have to intercept the Bentonville before it leaves the system.
Yeah, I like that this
Can
is
you
not
hear me?
technically a
Otago.
quarantine breach so much as some dickhead letting these things loose himself.
Damn it! Comms are down. I can't fix him from here. I need to get to the comms room.
Right. Let's hustle. That is this way.
Lewis? Are you in there? I need access to the comms room. Lewis, answer me, damn it!
Go away!
You'll draw them right to us.
Open the damn door!
No way! It's staying locked to keep those things out!
You think that'll help? They're in the vents.
Vents?
I like to imagine that alien was waiting specifically for that. Exactly, yeah. That alien understood the importance of timing.
Alert. Station integrity compromised.
Alright, so, bad news, Firefield. Good news, you'll automatically update your pathfinding. As far as I know, it's not possible to wander into obstructions like that, even if they look deadly. The game is actually really good about its pathfinding.
It's waiting for me.
Manning, you can't stay here.
No, it can't see me here. Go away. Go away.
Exactly.
Okay, just keep your head down, right?
Yeah, this is Hitchhiker's Guide. If you can't see it, it can't see you. Positive thoughts, Manny. You'll get through this. I mean, I know most of the station is dead here, but we need to see some optimism. Alert, alert. Shit's on fire. I spent a lot of time zoomed out, but it really is a nice-looking game with all the effects and such, and the overall design of the... Well, the ship at first, but
Daniel,
places you go to
alright?
later are also
Deputy Administrator.
easy on the
It appears
eyes.
These creatures have destroyed our communication system.
Why would they do that? They're animals.
Sorry, I have no idea. I wish I could help you further.
Shit, the Bentonville. I need to stop that ship.
Honestly, it already looks too late for that. Yep. The aliens really get around.
Daniel, our planetary quarantine protocols. They're still operational, aren't they?
I do believe so, Deputy Administrator.
What do I do? Those things have to come from the planet. If even one gets off-world... No, there's no choice. I could stop them.
Deputy Administrator, you're only following the Wayland-Yutani containment procedures. The Cerberus protocol was specifically designed for a situation like this. What you're doing is only right.
The AI is a little quick to
Yes.
support our decision here. I mean, it's literally programmed to, but that's the suspect bit, isn't it? And here's where an interesting twist comes up. Again, I want you to pay attention to what's going on here, because this will be a point of tension going forward, let's say. Yeah. As an expert in ships, I feel confident in asserting that fire bad. It's in the employee handbook, it's morally correct. That's all we need to know. So here's this nice open control area with what looks like a whole lot of points of cover that definitely won't be useful in a moment. Alright, let's go fire up this Cerberus protocol. I'm sure it's totally harmless.
Warning, 3 ships detected. USS Otago, Bentonville, Baldwin. Will be caught in the high orbit interdiction radius. Please confirm command.
I am so sorry.
Cerberus protocol activated. Purging contaminant vectors. Stand by. Stand by.
Take a look at these platforms we're about to activate, and bear in mind we're somehow covering an entire planet with these things. I mean, I assume this is like covering a choke point over a spaceport or something, but god damn, it's a lot. Anyway, gotta go scorched earth. Sorry, folks. I know, look at it, it's hilarious.
Engaging targets.
And you know, I'm a little surprised the Bentonville hasn't already left. But yeah, that appears to be part of the central design of this colony. Whatever Wei was doing, they wanted to be absolutely sure nothing got off the planet without permission. Right, yeah, it's an emergency protocol.
It had to be done.
And of course, we're also bringing down the Marine ship. Oh, hi. That's the thing, yeah, if you had enough ships, theoretically, you could run the gauntlet and just get out of there. Anyway, our pistol basically does jack shit against these drones, so... Get ready to run, Mako. Yep. Yeah, he's not impressed. Time to run. I do appreciate in that lighting it almost looks biomechanical. Like, say what you will about Aliens as a franchise, it remains top-notch creature design. Anyway, so when your squad encounters an enemy while undetected, the enemy will not detect your squad immediately. So this is basically explaining that we've got a line from us to the enemy. It fills from yellow to red. When the red line reaches us, we're detected and they'll make a beeline for us. So, time for a stealth tutorial. Alright, move behind this to get into cover. And crouch down behind cover. This will be a recurring element in game. You basically want to avoid detection until it's absolutely necessary, and engage from a position of maximum advantage. And in our case, we can't possibly kill this thing with a handgun, so we need to get the hell out of here. Alright. Okay. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, fucked it up. Yee. Well, that was fast. Okay. So you'll definitely want to keep an eye out, because these things will constantly be making a sweep as they search. And if they're in the room with you, I don't know how responsive they are to noise as you're moving, but they're definitely responsible to line of sight even from a very long distance. Oh, I'll be adding a death counter, don't worry. Ah, fuck, it's probably gonna come this way. Fuck. Damn it! Ah. Yeah, I think the idea is they want you to sort of scoot in on the side here. Just kind of be quick with it. Alright, there's Bruce. So he's coming this way. Let's see which way he breaks, and then we'll go around the opposite side. Alright. Yeah, you'll see he doesn't seem to react to walking. Maybe a sprint will set him off, but it's kind of hard to tell, and I'm not inclined to test that just yet. Alright. Okay. Good, let's jet. Ah, shit. Ah! Bruce is like, hey! I heard someone trying to escape over here. Hey, who's ready for a Deus Ex Machina?
Come on. We'll cover you. Shut that door! Shut that door!
We've lost contact with the Otago.
Well, that's just great. I'm Sergeant Harper, USCM. You?
Hayes, Deputy Administrator. You're from the Otago?
Yeah. What the hell was that thing?
It was... Everyone's dead. It was on one of the cargo shuttles.
All right, people. We're falling back to the dropship. Hunslet, we're rolling to you.
Copy.
Right. So basically, a dropship from the Otago made its way here, presumably trying to shut down the Cerberus thing. And now we have a squad. Now, the tutorial explained that our squad moves as a single unit, so you don't need to actually select anybody. Everybody moves as one. Now, sometimes you'll have to send people away to do specific tasks, but they'll always generally try to stay together and will even get into cover as one.
Cerberus protocol in effect. What the fuck is a Cerberus protocol?
No clue. Just keep it moving and watch those corners.
It's kind of a
Mandatory
long story.
quarantine. Nothing in, nothing out.
Sounds like a real party.
Now, as we're moving, everybody will fire on aliens automatically. What you're basically doing in combat is selecting ability use, prioritizing targets, and when necessary, making sure people are moving and facing in the right directions. Yeah, welcome to the party, pals. Thing to keep an eye out for, the thing to know about sprinting is you can't move and fire. You can't sprint and fire. You can walk and fire, and that will be necessary at times. Looks like... Yeah, we'll have to go through here. But if you're running, you can't defend yourself. Yeah, I talked too much yesterday, and now I'm stumbling over words. That's just me being... That's how I am
okay,
normally.
Sarge? Eyes ahead. Something's coming.
Uh-oh.
Harper?
Oh,
We've got
hey!
movement.
Alright, motion tracker indicates any moving entities within a 60-meter radius with a white dot. Let's check on it. Ooh, make a pun time, huh? Alright. Give me just a minute here. Just let that tension slowly build up as we go check on whatever this thing is. Not any napping entities. Exactly, yeah. Anything that's standing still won't set it off.
Manning? Where are you going?
It's not safe here. It's not. Damn straight, but we'll get you out. No, you don't understand. It's here. It's here. Light it up.
Well, rest in peace, Manning, who managed to survive longer than basically every other red shirt on the station. So yeah. Opening fire on the drone. They chased it off,
That thing's still out there.
but notably did not kill it. Now look down here, you see here you've got 91, 92. That's the overall count of your ammo, so you do not have infinite ammo. Up here is the total number of reloads, and that's shared across the squad. So another thing to keep in mind, you do not have infinite supplies. Once you start firing, you need to make sure you've got enough to finish the job. Anyway, let's get out of here. Has there been an Aliens game without a motion tracker? I don't think so, and I can't see why there wouldn't be. That is an iconic element of the series. Oh, we got facehuggers.
Use a grenade.
Alright, now it's teaching us ability use. Grenade, huh? So, open the skill menu, press space. Here we go. Aim center, and whoopah!
Squirrely bastards, ain't they?
I like how they don't even really know what these things are, but we're totally content just being cocky about killing them. Alright. Unfortunately, the acid blood doesn't appear to be an issue as far as damage field goes. You can just walk right over it. I mean, it does...
We need that elevator. Punch it.
I mean, it does quickly neutralize, but yeah, you don't have to worry too much about that. If you get in close, that's like to a live alien, that's an issue, but it's not necessarily a problem for anything you kill. Let's call the elevator. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Tracker, lighting up!
All right, set for suppressing fire and check your targets.
Still trying to think of the pun, but I'm also trying to focus on not dying here, so now to learn suppressive fire. So here we can spend additional ammo, and this lets us set up a line of fire, and this will slow the approach of any approaching enemies.
Getting closer! Closer!
But there's a bit of a twist coming in.
Steady. Steady.
Daniel!
Oh, hey, it's Daniel.
Daniel, is that you?
Administrator Hayes, where are you going?
We're getting to safety, Daniel. Please, come with us.
I'm afraid I can't permit that.
Uh-oh.
Cerberus protocols are in effect.
The AI is making its move. It's
But
betraying
we can't
us.
Stay. It's not safe.
The protocols are clear. Nothing in, nothing out. I'm sorry, Administrator Hayes.
I like how the eyes turned red, just to make it very clear it's turning evil on us.
Deadly force authorized.
Bring it down. What the hell was that?
I don't know. I've never even heard Daniel raise his voice.
Synths, man. Creepy little fuckers.
Okay, so in addition to the aliens, we're going to have synthetic enemies. Fantastic. Alright, let's end suppressive fire and get the fuck out of here. Alright, docking bay. Let's go. Yeah, the Yandere AI found her way to the Aliens franchise. We had to add red LEDs for that. Yeah, someone had to program that behavior.
Hey, what a mess.
Alright.
Incoming!
Alright. Wayland Yutani, more like time to Wayland Shutani. Haha! Okay, yeah. That time the acid kicked in, although obviously that was a cutscene.
Blood is...
Hey, Orange, good to see you. Thanks for the sub, I appreciate it.
What blood type is that? Keep your distance, Marines. Latimer.
How's it going tonight?
I'm not dying here.
Yeah, I know, everyone's a
Let's get off
critic.
this damn station.
Okay, when a xenomorph dies, there's a chance it might explode into an acid burst, causing 1 damage to any nearby Marines. Your Marines can walk and shoot at the same time, so keep moving in the opposing direction of the xenomorphs that are coming at you. So, a big element of gameplay is just making sure these fucking things don't get too close, because if they do, you can see you're going to start taking a beating, and Latimer here is now wounded, so that's going to be an issue getting around. Yep, it's a game of keep away, and it's expending your limited resources. Like you see here, Harper was doing the suppressing fire. That burned half his magazine just trying to keep the synth suppressed. So we need to get the hell out of here. And now you see here, we can sprint. Latimer does not.
I'll break open the medkit.
Alright, so let's get some healing going. Light wound will be applied to any Marine whose health drops to 2 points, so that applies a movement speed penalty. Alright, select the wounded Marine. Got it.
Shit! Ah! Ruiz, you're making
Yeah,
it worse!
not slipping on it like a banana peel, probably not basic.
There you go. You ain't pretty, but that ship sailed long ago.
Gee, thanks.
Alright. Chemistry's not my strong suit, I do magnets. Yeah, I feel like whatever substance would make blood acidic is probably something we haven't actually encountered. Like, it might be a naturally occurring element, but probably not naturally occurring on Earth. Okay, so this one's too close, so we need to switch to shotguns. So let's get that open, get this out.
Switch to sinos. Those things are handy for close encounters.
Yeah, that's a real say the line JC moment. Hey. There's an art to a good reference that's kind of lost on this. But fortunately, those moments will be few and far between. Yeah, exactly. Everybody clap, he said the thing.
Hell of a time for a migraine.
Seriously, Sarge? What's up with you?
Move! No! We're in danger!
Okay, dude, did you have a close encounter with these things that you'd like to tell the group? It's like being a cop. You have to tell us if you've been face-hugged.
Ah!
Sergeant Harper, pull it together. We have to leave.
Yeah, I heard you. Corporal Huxley, get your ass down here!
It's just like, shut the fuck up, Ruiz.
All right. Air Hunslet inbound. Have your boarding passes ready.
Alright, evacuation is coming. Get ready. Now it's time to use everything you've learned in order to survive. Order a Marine to lay suppressive fire. So we need to... Oh, here we go.
Shit! Reading multiple contacts! Closing fast!
So I actually do like the setup of this, and that they've held your hand very carefully through specific instances, but now they've kind of taken the training wheels off and they're willing to trust the player to make tactical decisions.
More of them are coming!
Shit!
Hold your position, Marines! Well, don't worry, Hunslet, there's no rush. It's not like we're all gonna die.
Okay, so yeah, it's just telling you your skill menu acts as kind of a slow-mo, so you can make find decisions and carefully aim areas of effect. they still move, so it's a little like... Alright, damn, we're out of, we're out of munitions. Okay. Do we have anything? No, we do not. Shit. Alright, we got lucky. And off we go. Good job, team.
Would you look at that?
Hell, she's taking a pounding.
Otago, this is Harper. Do you copy? Hunslet, can you get us aboard?
No way, Sarge. Between the debris and the decaying orbit, death trap.
Damn it.
You'd think they'd be out of missiles by now.
Are leaving us alone.
They're designed for planetary quarantine, but Lethe has to remain operational. Low orbit is considered safe, but beyond that, it's a dead zone. Cerberus will shut down everything attempting to go through, in both directions.
Cerberus, huh? You seem to know a lot about it.
I know everything about it. I'm Pioneer Station. That's my job.
Yeah, you know why I decided to turn the Otago into scrap metal?
I don't know. Systems failure, maybe? You saw this station.
Long story. Let's change the subject.
There she goes.
Fuck, follow her down, Hunslet.
No problem. Fireball like that's hard to
Yeah,
miss.
they definitely nailed the aliens look and feel of it. And honestly, the overall rhythm of play kind of hits that sweet spot as well. You'll see what I mean. There's a nice sense of build-up and tension, and then the catharsis as things go to hell and you have to sort of either salvage a situation or get out. But this is what I was talking about earlier with the story. On the one hand, she technically did shoot down the Marines, but on the other was obviously an act of desperation. You can tell that's going to come out at some point. The AI was still suspiciously quick to support this. We still don't know who started all this. So yeah, you've got some competing mysteries and points of tension in the midst of this absolute clusterfuck, so I think it's a good setup, and I want to see where this goes. Exactly. There's absolutely no way that command was logged or anything. Yeah, all things considered, that's probably about as smooth a landing as you could get for a ship of that shape and size.
Welcome home, Harper. You like what I've done with the place?
Martinez! It's good to see you, Sarge.
Sergeant Martinez, is your communication system working?
It's online, but we're only picking up static. These colonies sure have a relay problem. But who's asking?
Meet Deputy Administrator Hayes from Pioneer.
More like Giger Collider, exactly.
There's shit going down on that station like you wouldn't believe.
Gone. The whole command staff's gone. You're it.
Me? You made sergeant before I did. You've got seniority.
Yeah, sure, but these are the captain's orders, as in the deathbed kind. So this shit's all yours. He insisted. If you want me,
Yeah,
I'll
thanks
be
a lot,
the
Captain.
Seeing what survived the crash.
Do that. I have a feeling we're gonna need it. Hayes, you better come with me.
Alright, so this is going to be our XCOM-style base for the duration of the mission.
What do we do now?
We don't know what is happening on the surface of this planet. McDonald, my boss, he sure didn't. We have to get in contact with someone if we hope to get out of this mess.
I hate to rain on your parade, but the Otago's shithoused. Even if it wasn't, how do we get out past those Cerberus platforms?
Well, they'll stop a ship, but not a signal. If we create our own relay, perhaps we could broadcast from low orbit, just in case a ship passes by.
You want to create a sort of
Yeah.
satellite?
Yep, field promotion. Enjoy it.
Radio station, Deputy Administrator.
Or we could contact Pharaoh Spire. Director Price
You
needs
heard
to...
Martinez. The relays on this rock could be down for good. You want to send a message? Get out and start walking already.
There has to be something we can do.
Maybe there is. But I'm not seeing it.
So you're gonna sit here and do nothing?
Like hell. After what happened up there, regs are clear. We're on an alert footing. There could be a hostile biomorph loose on Lethe. So
Yeah, a hostile biomorph. If we're lucky, it's going to number in the low hundreds.
Receiver?
Yeah, that could work. For now.
That doesn't solve our broadcasting problem. We have to
You
warn the
find a
people.
way we can do that, then maybe we can talk about making that happen. Until then, we save everyone we can. We're Marines.
Yeah,
That's
with our
the
whole...
job.
How many people do we even have left?
Get
Like,
familiar with this shit.
20?
What's left of it anyway.
Right. Okay, so we're now on board the USS Otago. Crash after the activation of the Cerberus protocol. Use as an operational base for your Marines between each deployment. So, let us poke around the ship. Ivory hisses at the aliens. Good, we're gonna need the cat as a warning, as
I don't
a
want to seem unwelcoming,
warning
but I don't
system.
really have time to talk right
Good
now.
to see you,
A
Ivory.
lot of Marines are hurting. Half my orderlies are dead, and the medbay's being held together with baling tape.
How many casualties are we looking at?
Between the platforms and the crash, at 20. And that'll double before the day's out. There's another 10 unaccounted for in Hangar Bay 3, but the doors are decompression sealed, so we know how that'll go. It'll get worse still if I don't get back to it, so if you'll excuse me.
Yes, sorry.
Maybe Marines, but even we won't fuck with the FCC. No pirate broadcasts. Yeah, the regs are clear. Okay, yeah, so med deck is where we're going to be having people recover between missions. We'll assign a physician to speed up this gentleman's recovery.
This one's a priority. Understood.
So yeah, you're going to get a sense that we will we'll have to manage a large roster of Marines and rotate them out after successful missions. Not least of which because they'll be getting very banged up. But there's also stress to manage.
Hey,
More on that later.
Sorry, but I'm pretty busy right now. Crash buckled half the support bulkheads. That's all I can do to stop this place caving in.
All right, I'll let you get on.
Thanks.
Trauma, everything, exactly. So yeah, here's where we unlock new stuff. Surprisingly, I'm surprised this is in as good a condition as it is, considering the crash we took. Over here is where we research new stuff.
Administrator Hayes, I can't tell you how glad I am to see another Weyland-Yutani face aboard.
Thank God, another nerd. We can talk to you.
I am Dr. Becker. The company assigned me to the ship in order to oversee trials of a new cryo-sleep routine. But I can't see that happening now. Look at the state of my lab. Months of vital research gone.
Yeah, it really looks all shot up in here.
Salvage the backups.
I mean, you know, it's damaged, obviously, but I feel like you could get a couple interns to clean this up and have it be ready by the
Sorry,
weekend.
Doctor, but they're not exactly friendly to me either.
It's not about friendly. Who holds higher authority? A Weyland-Yutani executive or your typical Marine?
In this situation,
where does half the USCM's funding come from?
Probably not
Who
me.
provides their weapons? You might want to push them. I'm sure they'll back down.
Yeah, I don't think withholding paychecks is going to get us out of this, man.
Well, of course I have.
Deputy Administrator Hayes to the bridge. Hayes, please report to the bridge.
All right. This is what the short-range frequency receiver picked up.
Yeah, well, sir, the Marines have guns. Bit of a sticking point there.
They're killing everyone! We need help! Barrows, fire 2 copy!
Oh no.
You thinking what I'm thinking? We have to go there. See for ourselves.
What? I feel for those people, but we're blind here. If we're to save anyone, we need proper comms.
We got him. The Otago, Hunslet's dropship, our vehicles, my Marines, they all speak the same language. Courtesy of the USCM comm system.
That's not what I meant.
It's a military decision, Hayes, which means it's my decision. Those folks need help.
Fine. What do you need from me?
Well, normally I'd lead the squad and an officer'd run oversight. You know, intel, tactical, from the ARC, our armored recon carrier. I can do that, but I need you to handle the rest from here on the Otago.
Oh. I thought I wasn't military.
Don't I know it? Listen, if I'm gonna keep my people alive, I need someone with smarts for when mine falls short. If it helps, this ain't exactly what I signed on for either. Welcome to the Colonial Marines.
Gee, thanks. What an honor. This is going to be a long-ass day. Alright. So now we go into the mission to investigate a town that's under attack by something. Let's get to it.
In the following areas.
Alright. Now here's an interesting thing about this game, is that you'll be revisiting these locations. Like you'll see here, we have 14 primary objectives. We're not necessarily going to hit all of them in a single deployment, along with a large number of resources, xenotech data pads. These are sort of open areas that, I mean, our initial deployment will be more tutorializing, but you'll be making return trips to actually finish the job and check off things here. Yeah, Honorary Lance Corporal. Fantastic. Alright. Let's send these guys in.
Understood. Uploading mission data.
Here's our group of disposable recruits to start things with. I like these names here. Conspirator, Coward, Bad Luck, Clumsy. Can we just appreciate the genius of these fucking call signs for this first mission in this dire situation? This is exactly what you want to see. 10 out of 10, guys. I got a good feeling about this. Okay. Now, we're going to be using these resources in the field. Supplies are things we use to, like, weld doors and work with equipment. Medicine is obvious. We'll be using that to patch people up. We'll grab 2 of each. Yeah, are those call signs or trauma stats? I honestly don't know. I mean, this is theoretically a fresh squad, so presumably they're not traumatized yet, but, you know, God only knows.
Alright, Marines, listen up. I know we're hurting, but we got us a go mission. We pulled in a partial signal from the settlement of Dead Hills. We don't know exactly what's happening there, but after what we've seen on Pioneer, we can't take any risks. We'll start by securing the landing control zone. From there, we'll take a look around, see what's going on. Keep your eyes open for survivors. Be ready for a firefight. Even a bad day can get worse.
You know, that would make sense. Yeah, if they go under stress, that might be something that triggers for them. That would definitely make way more sense. Still a team that basically screams red shirts.
Welcome to the New World Order. I'll be running tactical from the ARC, while Hayes runs support from the Otago. Administrator Hayes, are you settled in up there?
I think so. This tech's old, but I can work with it.
Don't let Corrigan hear you say that. Okay, standard recon. Get the perimeter gate open, and let's see what's going down in this burg.
On it.
Alright. Now we're in regular gameplay. We'll be going through a few more interaction tutorials. We figure out what happened here.
Administrator, did we receive anything more from Sheriff Souza?
Not a word. I don't like this.
Roger that. Squad lead. Sounds like our first task is to secure the landing control zone. If things go south, fall back to the ARC and let the big guns do the
Nice little detail that as you sweep, it sort of pans from one soldier to the next with your flashlight.
Come on, team.
There's just a lot of really great attention to detail, and the overall controlling of this game is fantastic. It's very easy to get a quick grasp of and adjust to some pretty complicated mechanics.
Let's get in there.
Yeah, a series of Matryoshka-esque vehicles unroll, each smaller than the last. Alright, let's get that thing open.
Copy.
So yeah, the offer of fire support from the armored personnel carrier is not just flavor. You can actually lure enemies into it, and the cannon will blast it. And later on, we'll get the ability to sort of move it around and redeploy it, and we'll actually have to get people to it as part of an objective.
From up here. Do you see anything?
Not a soul. Place is a real ghost town.
Don't you worry none, Sarge. You've got a squad of big, strong Marines to keep you safe.
Nope, damn it.
Right now. Let's see what's inside.
Keep canceling it. So yeah, in addition to our main objectives of finding people. We'll have to secure resources as we go, because obviously we can't make anything on the ship without them. So you got to keep your eyes open, and if I when I get to the next room, I'll show you what I meant about the flashlight and interaction. Yeah. 2 Marine moods, copy and cope. Exactly. Don't forget Ura. Alright, yeah, here we go. So, yeah, flashlight, you can hold, left mouse in the environment, order your character to light up the corresponding direction. So if you do a sweep of the flashlight, anything you can interact with in the room will be outlined here. You don't necessarily need to do that to interact with it, but it's a good way to check for stuff that might disappear into the background otherwise. Alright. Let's have a look-see.
Satellite communications access looks intact, which is more than can be said for the operator.
No answers here. Looks like he killed himself.
Guy must have hated his job.
Don't we all?
A very relatable feeling. Alright.
On my way.
Let's get connected.
Establishing satellite uplink. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Link established.
Nice of the aliens to not destroy this.
Looks like someone put the colony on lockdown.
You know how long it'll take to burn through every door in the complex?
If you get to the township HQ, you should be able to shut off emergency status. That'll open up the doors. I can also scan for the settlers' personal data transmitters from there.
So yeah, we're starting to incorporate stuff.
You heard the lady. We'll get this door unwelded and continue our path towards the colony headquarters.
Yeah, we're starting to incorporate stuff from the movie into actual gameplay elements. So yeah, the mention about the personal data transmitters, we'll be using that to actually find survivors and rescue them. So encounter welded doors. Let's get this thing open.
Cut that door open.
So the game does a really nice job of incorporating things, thematic elements from the series, as actual gameplay. It's not just being used for cinematic purposes. It's stuff you have to actually do as you manage the situation. Yeah. Flashlight porn brought to you by Ambient Occlusion and Flashlight Fetishist. Yeah. I mean, I really like how the lighting and shadows look in this game. It reminds me a lot of Shadowgrounds, but just with another 18 years of tech on it.
Looks like someone wasn't taking any chances.
Squad lead, use C4 to clear the wreckage.
Alright. Let's go ahead and blow that up.
Planting C4.
That does cost us, I think it's...
Get down, it's
yeah,
gonna
there we
blow.
go. Cost the ammo clip.
Move!
Back up. So yeah, this is kind of a generalized munitions supply pool, and not strictly speaking just magazines. You would think so, yeah. Some kind of dedicated breaching charge or something.
You know what this reminds me of?
We don't know it was those creatures. Could be an uprising, could be anything. Stay frosty, Marines.
I mean, at this point, that's the safe assumption here. Let's be real. So now the game kind of takes the training wheels off a little bit, and our path to the elevator starts to open up. That door, I don't think we can cut open.
Double time!
But I think there's a couple ways we can get to the elevator from here. Now you'll notice there's no hive activity, so we don't need to be worried about being detected just yet.
Team.
But that will be a factor before long.
What the hell is that?
Don't ever stop,
Looks like
Ash.
some kind of skin.
In this situation, that's all you can do to keep cool.
Did they not teach you about biohazards in the USCM? Don't touch it!
You done? Good. Marines, there's something in here with us. It doesn't take a genius to guess at what. Stay sharp.
Alright. So yeah, there's another barricade there, but if we look this way, I think there's another way we can get through without having to waste the ammo.
Move!
So yeah, I kind of get in the habit of doing regular flashlight sweeps just to make sure there's nothing I've missed. Alright, there it is.
Guys, I have a bad feeling about that. Come on, you've watched too many movies. It was built by the way you. It'll hold. Get us upstairs.
On it.
Uh-huh.
Get out of here! Now!
Right. Well.
What the hell just happened?
Lift's fragged. Nearly took us with it. We'll need another way out. Told you! Frickin' told you!
My fault, sir. Too many cheeseburgers. Weyland-Yutani? More like overweight Lind-Yutani. Ha-ha!
Double time!
Now. No, that's a weld. We just want to open this, walk through. Can be a bit finicky targeting something where the door's closed. You kind of need to get near it, open the door, and then pass through it. Yeah, it's a good sign when the environment starts spontaneously playing Aphex Twin. Alright, there's a data pad here. Let's take a look.
Safe position taken.
Alright. So, we've got our text log here. Yeah, no, you can go ahead and load the whole thing. Alright, from Operations Clerk Jim DaCosta. Clearance just came in to open up the old mine. Aha. Had to bend a few rules and tell a couple of white lies to get it, but it'll be worth it in the end, right? You and me, we're gonna bring hope back to Dead Hills. Thanks for trusting me with this. I won't let you down. Oh, God. They're just pushing that... Is there a word for something that's more... What's the word for something that's more than on the nose? That's so blatant you need a better term for it. There needs to be a... We need the term for that. That's what's going on here.
Hope this works.
Okay, now let's check out the colonists' personal data transmitters. For that, I'll need the sector map. Go ahead and find it.
Alright, that's over here.
Double time!
Overt. Thank you. That works. Ah, so we can check the body here. Yeah, pie in the face, obvious. Alright, nothing there. And that's kind of the contrast of the game, because you can tell the script is kind of workmanlike and not doing a lot to distinguish itself. I mean, it's well presented for the most part, but obviously it's going through some pretty standard motions. But I think it is still a ultimately very good game about disaster recovery. It's managing a dire situation with several competing problems, and it's doing a good job of giving you several priorities at once. Like, we need to rescue people, we also need to make sure they're not going to bring in unwanted guests. We need resources, but we also need to stay in under the radar. Anyway, so this will allow us to pull the entire map of the sector. We're going to spend one of these, one of these wrench resources. That'll open up the entire second floor of the complex. We'll go ahead and do that with the first floor as well. And this should tell us where the survivors are.
I'm reading 7 signals.
Yeah, mustache twirlingly obvious, exactly.
One's right inside the room.
Hey, you! In the locker! My trigger finger's itching. So come out. But come out friendly-like, yeah?
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I just don't feel so good.
Calm down. We're not gonna hurt you. What happened here?
It got me.
Oh,
Got
boy.
me like the others.
Got him? What does he mean?
All right, settle him down.
Something. I had something on my face, and then...
I like how they're not hiding what's coming next.
What the hell?
Ceasefire! Ceasefire!
Screw that! I'm out!
Yeah, I feel that.
His face. I've seen that. It's what happened to McDonald and the others on Pioneer. I think these creatures use us as incubators.
What the hell are you talking about?
The creatures on Pioneer, the thing we just saw, they're the same. One grows from the other. That's probably why we found that skin down there.
So we could be seeing a lot more of them here? How many?
What's the population of Dead Hills? I'd start there and hope for better.
Shit, man. I don't like that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Securing from emergency lockdown. In 5, 4.
Yeah. Holy fucking shit, something coming out of its chest, exactly. Yeah. Need a little more panic and surprise.
Top door is open. Stay alert, Marines. These things can attack us from every direction now.
Okay, so the lockdown we just lifted is now going to work against us. These things can get around just like we can.
Hurry up, you slugs.
But now things open up a little bit, because we've got several objectives here, and we can basically tackle them in any order. So we've got several potential survivors, and we can go based on whoever happens to be nearby. Looks like the game has Engineer O'Neill tagged first, but Biologist Everly is closer by. So, follow the objective for now. There's one more thing the game's going to do before it actually takes the training wheels off.
Don't get too comfy, okay?
Is a container? No.
Come on, team.
Harper, what am I looking at?
And there's the other shoe dropping.
This is how those things got in? Squad lead, deploy a field spotter. I want to know if anything comes out of this hole.
So this is the spawn point for the aliens. Once we start making noise, this is the primary point of entry, and it's something we're going to want to keep an eye on. So we're going to deploy a portable motion tracker, or a deployable motion tracker here. And that'll tell us when to expect trouble.
Motion tracker activated.
Nice work, team. If something comes out of there, we'll get a reading. Now let's get back to those survivors.
Yeah, there was a hole. There was not a hole here. It is here now. We're in anti-Silent Hill 2 territory. Oh, hey, alright.
Right now.
Fortunately, things aren't too risky to loot. Alright, excellent. Got head ammo. We're gonna need that.
See what's inside. Come on, team.
Alright, good. We got more tool supplies.
Move, move.
Let's go see if we can find McNeil.
Harper, are you reading this?
Yeah, looks like the field spotters picked something up. Squad lead, check it out. Sweep and secure.
Okay, so the deployable motion tracker has detected a movement signal, so open your map to survey the area. So the tracker is picked up a signal and is coming our way. We may want to get that door welded.
Weld that door.
Welding access.
Now here we go.
Door welded.
Shit.
Good job, guys.
Weld that door. You shall not pass, fuckers.
So
Door
yeah.
secure.
Damn it. Can we get some rest now?
Come on, team.
Alright. Never relieve if stress gets too high. Okay. Stressful situations, Marine stress will increase. Stress percentage of each Marine is displayed on their Marine card, as well as their current stress step. 4 different stress. So basically, when it reaches 100... So basically, as things get worse, Marines are going to start to perform worse under pressure. So stress is the thing we need to manage in addition to physical condition. And I think we just locked ourselves in a room, so fantastic. Kinda, sorta. That is definitely... There's definitely some XCOM inspiration. Obviously, since this is real-time, it's not one-to-one. But there's definitely a lot of similarities in terms of gameplay, squad control, and... Shit!
Hurry up, squad!
Fuckers right over there. Yeah, there are clear inspirations, even though the game's definitely doing its own thing in terms of overall rhythm of play. Alright, I think it left.
Come on, team.
So we need to carefully check for the survivor while we're in here. Let's take this.
Right now. Let's see what's inside.
Exactly, yeah. Copy the parts that work. The main thing it's not doing is that stupid enemy pod system, which I never got used to, and it is something I endured rather than something I enjoyed about the new XCOM games. Things in that vein that had more sensible enemy spawning were those tended to be stuff I enjoyed more. Stuff like Phantom Doctrine, which also had a stealth component to it. Now that I think about it.
Got something on the tracker.
All right. Alright, stay sharp. They're in here somewhere.
Come on, team! Hurry up, you slugs!
Alright, do we have a survivor in here?
This is the place. Stay alert.
Ah,
There's
shit.
something attached to his head.
Careful! This is what happened to the others on Pioneer. And to that guy in the HQ. Can we get it off him?
We can try? Try to remove the thing on his head. Yeah, good luck with that.
Back off, the tail's constricting. It'll strangle the poor bastard. We could take him back to the Otago. Maybe
Are you nuts?
You are not taking him to medbay. We can't risk the contamination.
Yeah, no kidding.
God damn it. Alright. We can't leave him here like this. Squad lead. Put him out of his misery and then get back to the mission.
Alright. Now, the second... This will attract attention. Might need to cut through the door in a hurry. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Finish him off.
Nightmare finally stopped, buddy.
Next time, do it quietly. Each shot might draw these creatures' attention.
Alright, so explosions and gunshots will draw attention to your squad. Enemy within range of the motion tracker will hear the noise and immediately check its source. Got it.
Come on, team. Move, move!
Alright, we need to move. Yeah, although in fairness, acid blood, probably not the best idea to use a melee weapon on it, but still, good idea to invest in a silent means of dealing with the enemy, and I think that might be one of the upgrade paths. Like, it might be something you unlock as a silencer for situations like this. Anyway, let's head to our next objective, Carmichael, who is over... Not necessarily, no. In fact, let's take a... Let's detour over here for now.
Double time!
Find a safe spot to hole up. Just for a moment. Yep.
On my way.
Yeah. Nearest is McCollin. Alright, let's get over there and take a look. So yeah, this will be a majority of the missions. It's just discreetly tackling your objectives and... Oh boy! Oh boy! Shit, 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 shit! Back inside, back inside! Alright, let's see...
Drone spotted.
Alright, maybe we can make it now.
Move on!
We're too late for these poor souls. Killed from the inside. Bad way to go.
Door's welded shut. Someone made the right call.
Alright,
Reading a personal transmitter on the other side. Could be a live one.
Alright, Marines. Get him out.
Alright, let's get you open.
Cut that door open.
Hey, buddy.
Are you with the company?
Not
Take
exactly.
it easy, man. We're the USCM Corps. I'm under the orders of Sergeant Harper and in contact with Administrator Hayes from Pioneer Station.
It's Joe McAllen, technician 2nd grade. Please, don't leave me here, please.
Technician? Chief Corrigan could probably use another pair of hands.
No way he's getting in my dropship. How do you know he's not infected? Infested, Hunslet. These things are parasites, not
Precision is very important in
Marines.
science.
You reckon we can trust him?
I mean, he welded that door pretty tight to keep these guys at bay.
Just keep an eye on him, will you?
Squad lead, bring him back to the ARC. But stay alert. I don't want any surprises.
All right, stay calm, Joe. We're getting you out of here. Stay with us. We'll get you back to our transport.
Alright, so we got someone who can help back at the Otago, if we can get him. And now, he's joined our squad. Sort of.
Come on, team.
We won't be issuing specific orders, but he will be following us around, and he can even defend himself with a pistol, although obviously, he's not going to be doing any serious combat, unless things have really gone dire. So yeah, like with Hayes, any civilians that are following you are technically part of your squad, but won't be doing any specific actions, and are mostly there just so you can get as an escort, so you can get them to safety. As far as I know, the pistols are only really effective against facehuggers and chestbursters. I suppose it's theoretically possible to bring down a drone, but you probably need like as many as physically possible, and just slow it down through whatever other means you have. Anyway, we need to be careful here, because we got drones all over the platform now.
Come on, team.
If we can get in here, there should be a way down. That's a big if, however.
Hurry up, you slugs.
Not worth the risk. Let's focus.
Drone spotted.
Fuck! Are you fucking for real? Okay. Shotguns.
More signals incoming.
Nope, shit. Jesus, shit. Okay, that sucked. That sucked out loud.
Look alive.
Okay. Jesus, shit. Okay.
Focus fire and target.
Alright.
Contact. Shit.
Do we have anything? Okay. 2 command points. Okay, good.
Watch out. You like that, huh?
Oh, Jesus, hell. Fucking shit. Okay. Oh, no, you don't. Okay.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Move on.
Alright, everybody indoors. That, got fucked up. That got fucked up pretty bad.
Got something on a tracker.
Yeah, weld the door, now. Oh, we don't have anything to weld it with. Shit.
Move, move.
Okay. Alright, let's heal you up.
On it. Stay still. Gonna patch you up. Here you go. Good as new.
Alright.
They're headed our way.
Hive is pissed. Aliens' aggressiveness level grows over time. We have a status other than undetected. So the more noise we make, the more agitated the Hive gets and the more aggressive they start looking for us. Alright.
They lost your track, squad. Good job.
Good job is being generous, but we appreciate the support. Alright.
Move on.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Okay.
Hurry up, squad.
That was a nasty trick, so we gotta watch for those things coming up over the railings. Yeah, nobody died is a pretty reasonable bar to set. That's fair. We do still have meds, and we do still have ammo, we just don't have any supplies with which to weld the door. So like I said, it is definitely a case where you need to be very careful about how you proceed.
Got something on a tracker.
because the aliens
Move on.
essentially are an unstoppable... They cannot be stopped forever. They will overwhelm you if you're not careful.
On it.
So you are constantly aware of your surroundings and having to manage your position, your cover, your available supplies. They will get you eventually if you make too much noise, if you try to make a stand for too long. So you need to get in, do your business, get your objectives, rescue people, and get out as soon as you can. But at the same time, you saw there, it was still possible to recover from disaster, even though I just got totally caught flat-footed. So, it's pretty fair about that. You just need to be mindful of what resources you have, and not be afraid to spend them in an emergency. Alright.
It's quiet.
Alright.
Too quiet.
Looks like McNeil's in the neighboring building. If I recall right, we will be able to eventually change the deployment of the APC, which would be a big help right about now.
Right now.
Hey, we got some tools. Excellent.
Double time.
If you need a ride or more firepower, squad, don't forget I can provide both with the ARC. Just find me a tactical position and I'll join you.
There we go. Now we can redeploy the ARC. So, it's basically fixed deployment areas that you can park it. You don't actually have full control over it, but anywhere you can put it is basically a death field around the... where it'll automatically shoot it at the enemy, and as far as I know, the aliens can't overwhelm it unless things have really gone to pot. So, let's call Harper in. So you don't necessarily have to make it back to your initial extraction point. You can actually change your extraction point. But I think it's a nice little compromise if things have just gone completely to pot. And it's one of the other little things that just makes you feel more in command of the situation from a high level instead of just running around shooting stuff.
There's something around. Come on, team.
Alright, let's get our engineer in there. So yeah, we can redeploy squad, exfiltrate survivor. If we want to, we can just exit the mission right here. Let's go ahead and put our survivor in there.
Thank you. I never thought I'd get out of there alive.
Looks like Corrigan's
Yeah,
gonna get that
big
extra
unless. Alright, so there's a security guard in there. I believe that's another soldier we'll get. So as long as we're nearby, we might as well check it out.
Move, move! More signals incoming.
Alright. The ARC should be able to handle that.
On it. Hey,
Let's read some lore.
Looks like a data pad.
Alright, Sheriff's Office number 2. Alright, from Deputy Brockman Ginsburg to Sheriff Kaya Souza. Stopped by the Hamiltons' place like he suggested, and they don't know what to make of it. Stella figures her husband hasn't been home since he checked out the old power transfer station at the farm's boundary, but she ain't what I'd call rational. Keeps muttering about something scrabbling around the farmhouse walls. When I told her it was likely rats, her eyes went all wild. I reckoned she was about to attack me, but she went and thought better of it. I think we might have to consider the possibility that old Michael might have had one marital quarrel too many, if you catch my drift. But I'll take a wander over the transfer station to see if there's anything out there worth seeing. Something tells me the deputy didn't report back.
Come on, team.
Alright. Yeah, rats in the walls, but in space. Yeah, real big, real dangerous rats. Here.
On my way.
Alright, next one. Still no trace of the Zeos or of the Oh, the Zhaos. I'm sorry. I read that as, like, Chaos, but with a Z, but that's Zhao. My bad. That's the last name. Okay. No trace of the Zhaos or Michael Hamilton, but there's a new factor in play. Deputy Ginsburg was attacked and killed, naturally, on the perimeter last night. No clue what did it. There wasn't enough left of Ginsburg to tell us much, but it was fast enough to surprise an armed deputy without him getting off a shot, and strong enough to gut him to the spine. I've been walking these parts for 10 years, and had never seen anything in these hills capable of doing that to a man. It got me thinking about our recent disappearances, and I don't have much hope that we'll be seeing those folks again. If there's something out on the hills, we need to find it and kill it before more lives are lost, and I can't hunt it down alone. Consider this a formal request for additional manpower. The data work will be in the system within the hour, but I wanted to let you know it's coming. Come on, Hank. I know things have been weird between us since New Year's, but good people are dying out here.
More signatures spotted.
Alright, well. Oh, I see those guns. Shame we can't take them.
More signals incoming. Move, move! Move on!
Hey, supplies, here we go.
Let's see what's inside.
Get them while they're hot, Marines. I do like you can issue multiple commands at once and your squad will just go and grab that. There we go. All the ammo you can carry. Oh, is that another one? It is.
Hey, I found something. Looks like a data pad.
Alright. Next bit of story here. Put that Forgil kid in the cells. Put that Forgil kid in the cells, like you said. Always knew he was a bit strange, but mutilating cattle? That's beyond the pale, even for a dirt grubber like him. He's still jawing about his innocence, but that's not a surprise. He could at least come up with a proper story. I mean, who's going to believe his blarney about a worm with teeth? Cells are too good for him. I'm actually kind of surprised they've got normal livestock out here. Like, you'd think they'd have something tailored to the planet's biosphere, or something native that they could farm, if indeed there was any native life here.
Right now. Hey, I found something.
Like, it begs the question of how the colonies sustain themselves. I assume they have some kind of farming setup, and based on the surroundings, it probably have to be some kind of hydroponics thing. Alright, do me a favor, will you? See if you can keep Torrance out of Marie's. He started another brawl last night, running his mouth about all manner of things I refuse to repeat. Guy's got a death wish, and we got enough trouble around here without another corpse on our hands. Torrance, huh? How about that?
Hurry up, you slugs! Got a live one here?
Get him out. We can't leave him in there.
Your commander whispering in your ear, kid.
Wait, how does he know that?
You guys might want to join me.
I mean, you're wearing a radio.
Seems it's safer behind bars than roaming free. Trust me, I've lived the Marine's life. I know. Keys are in the sheriff's office if you want them bunked down.
Okay, we'll get that key. Don't make yourself too comfortable.
Yeah, Space Americans refuse to go without burger burros. Yeah, I suppose so. Bring what you're comfortable with, I guess. I mean, if we're doing terraforming, and that is what Weyland-Yutani does, presumably we could make stuff reasonably Earth-like.
Looks like she put up a hell of a fight.
Within reason.
Rest easy, Sousa.
Come on, team! Move, move!
Still, that would require stuff for them to actually feed on, so yeah, I'm assuming there's a whole thing about how space farming goes.
Access granted.
Alright, let's get you out of here.
On it. Back to the core, buddy. Come with us.
Like the old days. Lead the way. I'm just behind you.
Alright, against our better judgment, we give him a gun, too.
Maybe. There's something about his attitude.
Were you in the Corps long, Marine?
7 years before they canned me, Chief.
And why would they do that?
Same thing as put me in here. Wasn't so good with orders, you know?
Alright. Getting on the hour-and-a-half mark and change, so let's get to the APC and get out of here.
Come on, team!
ARC, I'm sorry.
Hey, you passing the bar? Bring me back some of the good stuff.
We'll have to get that next time. Alright. In there, Torrance.
More signatures spotted.
Alright. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, wasn't how I planned to re-enlist. Alright, you'll be able to continue this mission on future deployments. So yeah, I picked up quite a few supplies. Our Marines here will be getting a rank up. They took a beating, but we do have reserves back on the ship. So not the worst outcome in the world. Yeah, we have reserves, but not for long at this rate. Alright, so deactivate emergency lockdown, save torrents. There's a few more civilians. We'll be sending another squad in to go and get that, but that'll be something for next time. Marine report. We'll see how our men fared. Yep, everybody's wounded and tired. You give one close encounter of the third kind right in your face with a whole bunch of claws and acid blood, and everybody wants a break. What the hell? But we did level up, which is good. Alright, we got an engineer, we got another soldier. Hopefully he can be trusted. And we got some supplies. Perfect, perfect. Detected 3 times, hunted 3% 4. Mostly a stealth operation, although we did have a few issues here and there. But for the most part, I think that went pretty well. Especially for hard.
So, hostile critters, a wiped out colony. Hunslet being Hunslet. How'd you find your first day in the Corps?
I don't know. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, the one guy that isn't wearing space multicam.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm glad it's over. My nerves are shot.
Oh, it ain't never over. But for now, we got some time.
Good.
So, we got coffee on this tub or what?
If only we could hear from Director Price in Pharaoh's Spire. We could use her help.
Dr. Becker's been trying the whole time we were deployed. It turns out most long-range transmitters are down. If someone's home at Pharaoh's, they probably can't pick up. Do you think those things can be there too?
Judging by what happened on Pioneer, it's clear that they're spreading extremely fast.
Then you'd better get familiar with the Otago right now. Can't give those creatures the benefit of time.
Alright, so we will call it there. That's Aliens Dark Descent. I really like this game. It's doing something different with the franchise. I mean, it's still the very familiar setting of colonial marines investigating a thing, and obviously the aliens show up and wreck everything, and you're still in a confined situation with limited reserves trying to manage as best you can, but the focus on squad management, the multiple sources, the multiple things you have to contend with in a given mission, the focus on stealth, the fact that Hayes is lying about what happened on the ship, or on the station. There's a lot of interesting meat to this that I want to dig into. I really like what they're doing here, and it's very impressive from a studio with a relatively unknown track record. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good night. Still not sure what I'll be streaming on Saturday, since Fortune won't be there to play Baldur's Gate. I'll find something to play on off nights when we can't get the group together. But till then, have a good night. See you next time.